Welcome to Design Activity 2 with Group 3. Our names are
Patricia Herrara
and Masorti
and Brielle Taylor. And here is a brief overview of the two opportunities that we read about.
Okay, so the overview of our opportunities for software development that we were assigned were opportunities 5 and 6, which were mostly teacher-focused. Opportunity 5 was designing effective assessments, and it focused on the premise that technology can be used to streamline the process of creating effective assessments, which help teachers more thoughtfully and efficiently plan and personalize learning environments for their students. Teachers are then able to gain insight from assessment data, whether it be formative or summative, which is accurate and are readily available. I mean, long story short, assessments take a long time to create, especially to make them really good ones and very thoughtful ones, and they also take even longer to grade. This opportunity focuses on the idea that assessment data is much more valuable for teachers when it can be used to drive your instruction. And in order for that to be effective, you need to get it back and get it back fast. Opportunity 6 was that improving educator professional development. It focused on the idea that, like students, teachers are also learners, and therefore the idea of anytime, anywhere learning can be used to provide customized and collaborative learning for students, and it can and should also be available for teachers. As teachers, we're constantly reminded that not all kids are the same, so they don't all learn the same. Well, teachers aren't either. And just as one-size-fits-all approach doesn't work for kids in a classroom, it doesn't work for teachers in professional development either. I mean, think back to week 1 when we were asked to talk about our best and worst learning experiences. How many of them were professional development days? It was a lot of them, right? So both of these opportunities focus more on teachers, but because they directly affect teachers, they're also going to directly affect learners. So we're going to move on to our next slide, which is focusing on Simon Sinek's idea of the golden circle, the why, the how, the what. When you develop something, why are you doing it, how are you going to do it, and what? And that inside-out approach, and that's what's the most important thing. With our why, and we chose to focus on opportunity 6 with professional development. For our why, we thought, well, in order to be effective educators, or to be effective, that educators, like their students, they need a personalized approach to professional development. We personalize for a student. Well, our app would personalize for teachers. Students have so many resources available at their fingertips. They have support teachers. They have this app that they can use. They have this resource in the classroom. Well, teachers need that too. We need something better than this random in-service day that their district is able to schedule, when they can fit it into the schedule. And then you have to be hopeful that it's not something that's required from the state that's coming down and making you cover that material. Well, how we're going to do that is by offering easy in-the-moment access to setting specific answers, which enables connections, collaborations, and guidance from coaches. Okay, we need that too. We need that in the moment, right now. I need to be able to do this now kind of thing. And what we're going to do is have an app. Our app is going to connect teachers to helpful resources on topics when and where they need it.
And so the intended user is going to be a teacher who needs help right now. And normally the professional developments that we have in PDs are ones about technology, ones about teacher learning communities or professional learning communities, and then classroom management. So for the technology help in the moment, I give some examples. Like, you just got new software from the district that you need to use, but it's not working properly. And so you have an app to go to that connects you with someone that's going to help you right now, whether or not, instead of waiting for the ITS in your building to walk up, and they might be doing something else anyway, or not even be in the building. They might be at the district office doing something. So it's an app that you can go to for help right away. The next one for the teacher learning community, you had a lesson plan during period 1 that just flopped, and you don't know what went wrong, but you have an idea, but you need some help with tweaking it. And that's where you can go to this app to help with in-the-moment access to help me fix this lesson because I need it to work. And then the last one is classroom management. You have a discipline problem, and your administrator is doing something else and is talking with a parent in the moment and can't help you. So you have to deal with it. So this is going to be access to a help to coach you through dealing with that discipline problem. And here's an overview of the technology that would be used to create this app. First, you need some kind of code text editor like Brackets or Dreamweaver, just to get your code available. Then you need to use something like an application which will create your application. So that two applications that I know of are Xcode or Visual Studios that would help you build your app. You're also going to need databases. There's kind of 4 major databases that you'll need. The first one is a teacher database, and that database is all information about you, the user, the teacher, and your classroom and what you teach. The next database is a coach database, which is all the information about the coach and why it makes them a good coach for you to go to. And then one last one is going to be a chat log database. So any prior chats that you've had with a coach will be in a log that you can access easily. And then a coach can access them as well, or a different coach can access them so that they know what you've been helped with in the past. And then finally, a survey database at the end so that coaches can improve on their coaching you, so they can have a survey and read it later. And 2 databases are MySQL and Oracle. And then you'll finally need at the bottom a chat server. A chat server, XMPP, is a protocol middleware software, like middleware, which connects chats together. And then Python is a versatile programming language to create a chat server. So this is kind of a generic overview of some of the technology you'll need.
And also, this is a sneak peek of what our app will look like. We called it Real-Time Coaching, RTC. And this is what our logo will look like, something like a compass. So it represents that you're navigating through your learning, through your coaching, through your assistance of everything we just explained in real time, so you could get access to your learning quicker. And then this is more in detail. Once you click on the app, you're going to get into areas of coaching for training, mentoring your skills, professional development. And then there's areas broken into tech support. So if you are using a new hardware or software and you need a quick tip, you're able to click there and be able to get real-time assistance, because sometimes we're in the classroom and we don't want to be in front of students trying to figure out what something works. They're there to assist us. Sometimes we're at home trying to develop a lesson plan and we need something real quick to figure out something to make it more engaging for our students. We could go into the app, go into the brainstorming and get some more ideas from our coaches. Also, training is not going to go away, but sometimes we don't have enough time to go and research what is available, who are delivering some training support. So this app would actually gather all that information for us, so then it's just a click away to be able to see when is the next available training right now, not in the next week or in the next month, right now. And that would help us in the future for professional development. And this is just a prototype of the application. There's other ways that we're going to continue developing it. So we consider it as a community. So please consider this when the app comes available. Subscribe to us and become a coach, so then we could build this awesome community and make it OER, open resources and education for everybody. Thank you.